Okay, so the expected value of f of x is equal to the sum over all possible values of x, that's the probability of x, times f of x. That's just by definition. So this is equal to p fx1 plus 1 minus p fx2. On the other side, f of the expected value of x is equal to f of the sum over all possible x of p of x times x, which is equal to f of px1 plus 1 minus px2. So if you look at this side, if p is equal to lambda, or if we substitute lambda for p, this is the definition of convexity. So this, if we substitute in lambda for p on this side, lambda for p on this side, then by the definition of a convex function, this must be true. So that's, we're okay for x can take two possible values. How about, okay, now we go to the inductive step. So we assume the expected value of p of f of x is greater than or equal to f of the expected value of x if x can take k minus 1 possible values. In other words, p of x is any valid probability over x over k minus 1 symbols. So we'll assume that this is true, and given that that is true, we have to show that it's true for k values. Okay, let's just, let's say I have pi is equal to the probability of xi. Then the sum from I equals 1 to k of pi f xi is equal to, again, so I split this into pk, sum from I equals 1 to, excuse me, pk fxk plus the sum from I equals 1 to k minus 1 of pi fxi. Now I can write pk fxk plus the sum from I equals 1 to k minus 1 pi over pk fxi. Excuse me, pi over 1 minus pk fxi times 1 minus pk. So in other words, what I've done here is I've just multiplied on the top and the bottom by 1 minus pk. So I've multiplied this by 1. Now, look at this. Pi over 1 minus pk, sum over pi over 1 minus pk is equal to, from I equals 1 to k minus 1, is equal to 1 over 1 minus pk times the sum from I equals 1 to k minus 1 of pi. This sum over this sum plus pk must equal 1. So therefore this sum must equal 1 minus pk. So therefore this is 1. What's important about that is that this, from 1 to k minus 1, is a probability. Okay. So there's this. Let me rewrite that at the top. pk fxk plus the sum from I equals 1 to k minus 1 pi over 1 minus pk fxi times 1 minus pk. Now, on the other side, what I need is f of the expected value of x, which is equal to f of the sum f of the sum over f of the sum from I equals 1 to k pi fxi.
It's without the f inside.
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, that's right. Pixi, and we can pull a similar trick, and we can say pull a similar trick here and say that this is equal to f of pk xk plus the sum from I equals 1 to k minus 1 pi xi. Like so. Okay, so how do we put this together? What we do is we say, we start from here. Let me write this one down over here. So this is the expected value of f of x. This is f of the expected value of x, which is equal to f of pkxk plus the sum from I equals 1 to k minus 1 pi xi. So there's the two sides. Now we have to bring them together. Okay. This becomes the following: pk fxk. Now, this is the expected value of xk. Excuse me, the expected value of f of x over k minus 1 letters.